Hi guys, welcome to our webinar. Today we are going to talk about our new feature in StoryChief called Social. That is a social media management tool, and we have Valerie here, which is a co-founder, and we're going to ask him some questions. So Valerie, let's start.
Hi there.
What is content marketing to you in 2020?
Well, content marketing is always about creating value for your potential readers. It's not about like bragging about yourself or about your company, but it's more about like really helping others with your content, showing your expertise and making sure others can actually learn from it. Because if people do so, they will definitely see you as an expert. And because you will be an expert in their eyes, you'll get their trust, and eventually they will become your customers in the end.
I totally agree.
And sorry to interrupt,
okay.
But I wanted to add, if you look on the forms of content marketing this year, what we see is that there are a lot of different forms right now. Like in the past, everyone was doing content marketing, blogging and stuff. But today, it's more like multi-format, multi-channel approach. Like we see a lot that marketeers are doing campaign-driven approach, meaning that they start, for example, at the beginning of the month with a long-form blog article, but for the whole month or several months after that, after posting this blog, they kind of reuse little pieces out of there and repurpose it in different formats, like they make a video out of it or an interview, or they would like to make an infographic or stuff. So, and that is important. So for me, content marketing 2020 is about creating value and being present on multiple channels with multiple formats. Does that answer your question?
That completely answers my question. Okay, and how does StoryChief fit into that?
Well, StoryChief was always about organic traffic. So gaining organic traffic through long-form thought leadership content, which are articles and blog posts, and making sure they're SEO optimized. And now to fit into that new content marketing campaign approach, we decided to work on the short-form content. Like where blogging is more like, generating leads and through Google, and also about creating that in-depth knowledge-driven content. It's super hard to create that, and it takes a lot of time. You have to be more or less, you have to know how to write. And short-form contents like social media content can be done super quickly. You can just, create 2 lines and just post it out there. But that content is not getting indexed, and it disappears in your timeline. So it's like creating this micro moments. But right now you have to do both. Like you have to combine both things. And that is what StoryChief right now is all about, is creating campaigns that are multi-channel and multi-format.
Yeah. And why exactly is blogging and a social media strategy important?
Well, yeah, blogging gets you trust. As I said, the more you share your knowledge, the more trust you get, the more likely people will buy from you. And it's not only blogging, it's also social media. Something is, of course, SEO purposes and getting that traffic to your website, because each blog post you publish will be indexed in search engines, and you can drive also traffic in there via social posts that you create. And 3 is all about, getting that visibility out there. You have to be present everywhere on all the different channels as a company right now. Otherwise, you're just missing out on your voice, because your competitors are already busy with that.
Yeah, so I guess that already answers a few of the questions you guys might have for us today. Before we get into the short demo, I just want to say that we are also live on Product Hunt with this new feature today. So it would really mean a lot to us if you could go to producthunt.com, look for StoryChief on the popular page, and then give us an upvote and maybe leave some feedback.
Yeah.
We will also put the link in the chat for you, so that might be easier.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Lisa. And I'm going to share my screen right now. And in that way, we will be showcasing on new social media part and how that can help you with your strategy. So let me like check how this thing works here. Sure. I will stop the video. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen, guys? Okay, awesome. I guess you can put it on full screen on your end in order to, make sure you see everything I show. Okay. Yeah, there will be a recording. There's a question in the chat. There will be a recording sent to you automatically, I think tonight or after this webinar or tomorrow. So you'll get it. Okay, awesome. Let's start here. So you start obviously from StoryChief homepage, storychief.io. Just click on login or create your account if you haven't done so. You can start StoryChief for free. You can try all the features and publish up to 3 articles and I think up to 15 social posts for free. So I'm going in. What I see here is my demo. Let's go in my demo account. I have different workspaces connected. So if you are an agency, if you're working for customers, you can separate your customers and manage your customers in different workspaces. We have an agency plan for that. Just talk to us afterwards if you need to do so. So I'm going to StoryChief demo account. Yeah, I'm hearing some audio issues. Do you guys hear me well? Yeah, okay, awesome. I think I see Arne here. Yeah, you should tune up your speakers. Okay, awesome. So guys, what I'm doing here is I'm in my dashboard inside StoryChief, and what I can do here, all I need to do here is just say create content. What I need to create is, do I want to write a story? Do I want to create a social post, or would I like to create a campaign? So just to start with, to showcase our new social feature, I will just start with a social post before diving into how campaign, like combination of both works. So create a social post. And what you see here is our new social media editor, which was released just like, we did like even updates, I think tonight, the latest, and we're always improving. So what you have here is a master post that you're creating. And then I say, okay, where should it go? Okay, it goes to my Facebook, Twitter, let's say to my Slack channel, and to my LinkedIn. Of course, you can connect multiple Facebook groups, multiple personal LinkedIn accounts of your managers, accounts of your colleagues to post in their name and stuff. And I'm going to start here with a simple text that I've just created. Or let's say I can add an image in here just to, make things prettier. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tailor it by channel. So if I scroll down now, you can change every post on different channel. So for Twitter, we'll make it shorter. Here on Facebook, we'll be, changing things up here. You can do audience restrictions. You can do different stuff. You can schedule it on Twitter on a different date. And then, like, okay, I have set everything up. It's fine here. I can say request approval. Let me request approval from my colleague here, Brick, for example. So Brick will get an email. He will get in. He will leave some comments for me, and actually approve. There will be an approval button on his side, or I can just invite other collaborators, to participate. Inside my account, Lisa, let's say. What I'm going to do here is pretty unique, guys. So instead of, so videos is also, you can upload videos here, but we're just finalizing this feature. We'll release that in a couple of weeks from now. So you will be able to upload the video in here and just distribute it, to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and stuff, and it will autoplay there. What I'm going to do also here is, tagging. We can, like, external tools don't allow to tag other companies or people, and unless except for LinkedIn pages. StoryChief, let's say, add StoryChief. Yeah, somehow it doesn't appear right now, but I know for sure that here maybe I just typed the wrong. Ah, no, it's not with it's with this, I guess. Oh yeah, oh no, on some other story here. Well, I'm bad at this, but definitely you can. Ah, yeah, here, StoryChief. I tag StoryChief here. Same on Twitter. You can tag people. Yeah, indeed. StoryChief app. Oh no, I'm out of characters. Whatever. So you can do it on Twitter. So another thing which is pretty unique before I'm going to publish this is I have this plus button right here. And if I click here, what happens is I can create a new post or I can duplicate the current one. And that is particularly interesting when you're working with articles. So let me change an article. Instead of an image, choose a story that I've created in StoryChief. Like I have here a story, a link, which you can modify. You can change images on different platforms and stuff. But what I'm going to do here, if I'm clicking on plus, and I'm saying duplicate this post set. Duplicate. So what it does, it creates a whole duplicate of all these posts, but I'm going to schedule that for like 2 months from now. So within 2 months, another additional set of social posts will appear on all my social media channels, linking to the same article. And of course, to make it like, prettier, I can modify the preview. I can change the title, use some subtitle instead of main title, and change the copy here and there to make sure. And what we personally do here at StoryChief, we create 6 post sets of each blog post we publish. Like every 2 months, you will see a post appear on all our social media channels about linking to the same blog posts. And at the end of the year, we would come back to StoryChief, adjust our story, adjust our blog post, and reschedule again for another year. The most popular content will be rescheduled. And the coolest thing about this plus here on the left side is that you can see all the social posts that are related to this article in one view. And when you can invite people, like if you ask approvals from someone, they will be able to, give feedback on everything. So that's kind of interesting part. I really wanted to, showcase you guys. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to, of course, the reporting part and stuff is going here. I'm going to show you that later. But first, let's create a campaign. So how do campaign works? If I go back to dashboards and campaigns, I'm going to create a new one. Let's say I'm creating a new campaign, name, for example, I don't know, thought leadership, for example. Running dates will be, it's just, informative dates that I'm creating here. Campaign is managed by me, and I'm going to, create this. And campaign is actually a combination of stories. Stories are basically blog posts or articles or news items. We call it stories. It's like, long form content, and social post is more like a short form content. And each campaign has its own calendar. So let's say I'm in one calendar and I can see what is happening here regarding that campaign. And I can see there is nothing happening here, it's empty. So let me start with something. For example, on the 19th, I would like to plan a story. So I want to plan a story, The Quick Brown Fox in Dutch, and let's say Brick is the copywriter. And I'm going to, save that. I'm going to edit that story. And from here, let's say I'm going to, create a brief, editorial brief. And in brief, I will say, Brick, you need to have that story done by, March 19, and it should be 1900 characters or words. Save. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to create an interactive piece of content. So if Brick actually logs in, he sees this part. Like he's already notified, he has received my email, and his editorial brief is already open here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create an interactive story, and I'm going to say, okay, I need an image here. Let's say Fox. I'm grabbing a picture, but I want to make it more interactive. Let's put in like, Instagram post in there. I'm going to Instagram, grab a link here, and say, okay, embed media, Instagram link, and it's in there, meaning that people will actually, you know, be able to like the post or watch the video on Instagram while reading my content. And of course, SEO optimization, super important. Make sure each piece of content is optimized for search engines. Just make sure you get the score to 100% by following these steps, and also readability score, which is also nice for the readers. For example, your sentences are too long here. Show me which ones. Okay, okay, these sentences are a bit too long, so I need to improve on that. Once it's finished, I'm going to publish this thing to any CMS you guys are having, like WordPress, Drupal, whatever. We support everything. And also, if you don't have a CMS, you are getting one from us. It's called William. It looks like this. Very cool website that you're getting from us. Super responsive, mobile friendly, you know, full with triggers to, you know, with call to actions and stuff. And so you're getting this part for free if you're starting an account. Moving back to StoryChief, sorry. So my audience page is ready. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to send, you know, an email to my colleagues also. And I'm going to ask them, let me get this image first. And I'm going to ask them, hey, can you reshare my content? So each time I'm publishing a story, I'm triggering my coworkers, employees, or ambassadors. You can create different lists here to actually go ahead and reshare that. They will receive an email with your logo in there, with a preview of the story, with all the buttons, and they will be able to put your content on their own channels, multiplying your reach by 10, actually, which is super cool. If you work with press guys, with press channels, you can download, send them the download link through email. They will be able to download your story in Word, PDF, you know, and zip file with all images that were used. And, you know, Google My Business, also super important. And go ahead and publish that. So I'm going to publish that. So this is the main difference. Like now it's a two-step process. Before you had like all the social stuff in one view, but we had to kind of, you know, separate that. And after you've published that to your website, now it's time to create social posts. And the reason is that we can work with this, you know, this pop-up here on the right side. It's like a sliding sidebar. And there you can see what post sets are associated with that blog post right now. And if I go back to my, you know, stories overview list, you will see that, put this up for later. If I go to my stories overview list, you can see all my stories, all my content in there. Just a second here, for example, I have a story. Let's say here, for example, this one, and I can see what social posts are associated with that. So if I click here, I see, okay, there's one post that's associated with that story. And you can probably see reports already. Okay, reporting, what is going on here. Voila. This is what happened on Facebook, on Twitter, and so on. Okay, sorry, I'm going too fast, I see. Yes, I'm. Valerie, don't forget to breathe. Okay, anyways, I'm going a bit slower. So what I showed you guys here is that we have renewed the whole stories list here with all the stories, and you can see what social posts are attached to it, how well did it perform. But back to social posts, you can see in your tab, like there is a tab on top, it says social posts. I'm just going there. And social posts are just social posts with no article. The posts that are here, so go ahead and create a new one without having an article attached to it, right? Let me check. I have some questions here regarding Instagram. Yeah, Instagram is a tough channel for all tools like StoryChief. Why is that? Because Instagram wants people to go there and publish content from there. There are only a few tools that can actually, you know, publish from Instagram itself. Let me start the video again so you can see me actually. Hey. So there are only a few tools that you can use to publish directly to Instagram. We are not there yet, but we are talking with them at the So we are really in this partnership, collaboration, politics conversation, and once we are allowed to post there directly, we'll add it. We will not build workaround tools to publish to Instagram, because we saw that tools that did that before got penalized. Like they got penalized, or users that were using these kind of tools were also penalized, or their accounts were blocked because it was misused by bots and stuff. So yeah, does that answer your question? I have here some questions. So Des, so for Des Makini, yes, you can create social posts without having an article attached to it. You can just go to social posts, click here on the green button, and you have a social media editor where you can create, all your posts. Let me go up the text again, without having an article attached to it. So you can attach another external link here, or you can attach an image or video soon, and so on. Question regarding LinkedIn ads. Is it scheduled that we can tag people in posts so we avoid to edit LinkedIn? Yes. So you can tag people or companies in LinkedIn posts. So we support tagging on Twitter and LinkedIn, and soon on Facebook. All right. Would it be possible to combine stories in different languages to a single one in the stories overview? Yes, I think that is already done, Ingeborg. Let me go back here to my stories overview. What I see here, if for example, I have a story here and I can see, okay, translations. So in this case, it's only one. But if I go into translate, I can add another source here. Let's say I want a story in English. So it will create a duplicate. And then you can actually create filters for different languages here. You can say add a filter, language is English, for example, right? Or you can also say, like if you click here on the right side, you can see the translations attached. So I see here there one translation attached. And then you can, start work with that. Would it be possible to combine stories to, yeah, okay, so this integrates social posting as opposed to having to use another tool, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, Promo Republic. Can you repost or do evergreen type reposting? Yeah, I just showed how that worked. I think that's joined later or something, and actually all the questions that you are asking already been answered, but I'm going to quickly show that again. So here I have, if I'm creating a new social post, I can duplicate it and create, if I'm posting it, goes here, 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 you can tailor it and stuff, and you can create a duplicate out of it, and it's in one view, and you can schedule that for later. Voila. The photos resize automatically for each social media platform. Yes, so automatically make sure you upload the photo in the right dimension and stuff, and StoryChief will make sure it looks as it should on all different channels. Social posting, yes, sorry, thanks for watching. No worries, Des. Okay, looks great. Can you dive into the measurements? Yeah, okay, let me go to the reporting part. If I'm going to social posts here, am I in social posts? Yes. Let's see something that is published already. Okay, report. So what I'm seeing here, I see the performance on the channels like views, clicks, shares. And on per channel. If you would really want to have in-depth stats on user behavior, and stuff like that, you can set UTM tags inside your stories, and in that way you can track everything to the latest detail in Google Analytics itself. Something else I should cover right now, guys? Do you have any other questions?
I don't think there are. No.
Yes. Okay. What is UTM Tax? So UTM, make sure you can set up, special link to each post, and in that way you can track the performance of each click. How well it performed across the whole journey in Google Analytics, and you can see for like where did people actually come from which post, from which channel, and so on, and to track it to an actual person. All right. Another thing I would really like to mention, guys, is we have, can we add hashtags on Twitter? I think we can. Sam, yeah, it works. Just add a hashtag and it will appear on Twitter. Can I post to 2 or more William blocks? Yeah, if we only give 1 William block per workspace, so if you can set up a different workspace, you will get another one. But it's not possible to kind of publish the same content to multiple William blocks unless we do some special custom setup for you guys. But yeah, it's only 1 William. One thing I wanted to mention. So I really wanted to show you guys the new pricing we have because the pricing changed since January. And what you have here, if you go on our website, you can see that StoryChief is now seat-based, meaning that you pay per user, and essential plans are 12 euros per user. And it's for both, like for the whole tool. It's for blogging and social media altogether. We are not charging extra money for this new social media feature because we truly believe that content marketing is a combination of both all in one. And we didn't change our pricing. We didn't upgrade our pricing. So you have 12 users for essential plan. If you work alone as a freelancer for yourself, if you work in a team, you have to collaborate with a content calendar. You have to use, all the different collaboration features. You can purchase Pro Plan, which is 24 per seat per user per month if you pay for a year. Otherwise, it's like 32. So and we have also custom setups for big teams, for like, complex CMS systems and stuff like that. That works very well. And I do have a coupon code that gives you 5% discount because we launched today. I can chat it here. It's, what's the coupon code again? I think it's Product Hunt. Product Hunt. If you use that code, that will give you 5% on any plan for 6 months, 5% discount. What about people on lifetime plans already for a few years? So people who used AppSumo campaign 2 years ago, they get this feature completely for free on top. So because guys, AppSumo, we love you. You've been a great support for us. We really enjoy the reviews and the stuff, the support we get from you. So we decided not to do anything and give you the whole, because you already engaged when you just started. We are giving you this feature for free, and in exchange, we would really like to get some, feedback on Capterra, for example. If you go to capterra.com and put, Sam maybe can drop a link in the chat for Capterra. You can drop some reviews. We really appreciate that because for us, it's a great traffic source. And another part I'm really asking you here is Product Hunt. So we are trending on Product Hunt right now. Let's see where we are. And there we would really like to have your upvote. So we are on the spot number, I think 4 or 5 today, and number 3 of the day, product of the day, number 3 with this new launch. Go ahead, watch this cool video we've made. The whole thing is explained here again, and we really love to have your upvote here, some comments. That helps us a lot, truly. That's like only for 1 day, this thing, and we really need to that. Thank you, Paula, really appreciate that. So we're going to finalize the thing. If you guys have any questions, send us an email, drop a review, chat to Sam. Also there, use the code. It's only valid for 2 days, so today and tomorrow. And then leave us some feedback. And I hope you really enjoy working with StoryChief from now on, because it's really an upgrade for the whole brand, for the company. It eliminates a lot of other tools that you're using. It saves you tons of time. You get tons of reach because of all the channels you can connect your content to. And just make sure to track everything and to improve with your content and really create quality, create value for your users. That's super important. That's all, folks. Thanks a lot for your time, and thank you. Thanks. And really, thank you, Sam, for also all the support. Yeah, for WhatsApp, there's a workaround. You can share content on WhatsApp via this ambassador feature, where you can actually receive an email, and there will be a WhatsApp button to reshare that content on WhatsApp. Code is Product Hunt, but it's capital P and capital H. So Product Hunt. Product. All right. Okay, thanks a lot. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.